Hello, everybody. Just a few minutes, about to give a concert very shortly. Okay, it's 3 o'clock. Quite like punctuality, so I wait until the clock says 3 o'clock. Welcome to my bedroom. Yes, this is in fact my actual bedroom for the time being. My name's Emily and I'm from Launceston, and I'm really excited because I've got some really good friends who've just travelled down from Lonnie and even from further afar from the northwest to come and hang out with me today, which is just so nice because I've spent quite a lot of time here alone during the night. So yeah, it's been an interesting experience so far. I would like to start, before I do anything else, by expressing my acknowledgement and my deep respect to the traditional owners of this land that we are on. I feel incredibly grateful to Mona for having me here. It really is. I mean, this is a room of dreams. There's a few reasons why we've called it that, but really it is a dream. I can't believe it. Like, to be able to come here and make music and basically do whatever I like. It's pretty fun. So, how I've been starting my concert each day is by sort of doing a little bit of a storytelling. A little bit of a bit of a description of what I'm doing and what it's all about. And I really welcome questions. So if there's anything that you want to know as we go, just ask. You can put your hand up, you can call out, but try and be polite if you can. So, I'm here primarily to write music. I play the harp, that much is obvious. I also sing and I play the violin. And I've been here before on a residency where the platform is that you turn up at the beginning of the day and you compose. And when I've been here before, I've wanted to write 2 songs each day and then perform them for an audience at 3 o'clock. But then I had this crazy idea, because you see I have a behavioural sleep disorder. which has bothered me really all my life. So when I was young, I used to just do weird things like wake up wearing a jumper that I wasn't wearing when I went to bed. But as I got older, it sort of became more sinister. And I have found that it's sort of escalated as time has gone on, and now I'm 41. And it's kind of annoying because I have these sort of night terrors, I suppose, for want of a better word, but also just crazy, chaotic dreams. And they're so real, they're more real than real. And when I wake up screaming or wake up imagining these crazy things are happening, you know, launching myself at the floor or waking up in a cupboard, I cannot accept that it's not real. It takes me ages. And my poor partner, Chris, he really, really must love me because he's put up with it for an exceedingly long time. He wakes up with me like flailing my arms. I have accidentally hurt him before. And he's so nice. He's like, it's okay. You're just having a dream. It's not real. It's all going to be okay. And I say, don't tell me it's not real. It's real. Do not tell me. I cannot grasp that it isn't real. Anyway, I've made the child cry. Sorry. But the feelings are really intense and it's really hard to deal with. And it affects my waking life. And I really would love, ultimately, to gain some control over it. So I'm here at Mona. And I thought that by really immersing myself in the experience, that perhaps I could understand it better with the ultimate goal of being able to change it and make it better. And at the least, maybe make some songs that are inspired by it for my own creative gain. So that pretty much sums it up. Does anybody have any questions at this point in time? No? Really? Yeah, great, thank you. Okay, this is day 6. Day 6 of 24 over 6 weeks. So I'm here 4 nights a week for 6 weeks. So last weekend was my first weekend here. I came in on the Thursday night. Getting settled in, feeling a little bit better. Last weekend just took me like a blindside. I thought I was going to be all over it. I thought it was going to be like easy. I've spent heaps of time here before. I'm a fairly rational person most of the time, though maybe don't ask my friends because they might tell you something different. But I thought it was going to be fine. But I was terrified. It was really scary. I didn't feel under physical threat, but coming here in the dark, alone, late at night, is really unsettling. So I come in via security, I get my 2-way radio, and I know that they're watching me all the time, and I really feel like they've got my back. It's actually very reassuring. And they all think I'm completely mad. I think everyone thinks I'm mad, which perhaps I am. And if I'm not now, I'm definitely going to be by the end. I'm already feeling the signs. But yeah, walking through the gallery, I have to walk really pretty much the full length of the gallery to come through from security. And then getting to this gallery, I find the most challenging, especially last weekend because it was really dark. And I have to pass through this space to get out to the void where the bathrooms are. And of course, when you don't want to have to go to the bathroom, what do you need? You need to go to the frickin' bathroom all the time. And it was just playing on my mind. And having to walk past the House of Hair in the dark with a light on in the House of Hair. Just imagine that, if you can. And maybe you have a look in the O about what that House of Hair is. Let's just say I was extremely worried about it. And I was feeling so much fear. So anyway, the crux is I'm feeling heaps more comfortable this weekend because after all of last weekend, I decided to make a change. And initially I thought, oh, does it mean I've failed? Does it mean I am not coping with this as well as I hoped and that I'm giving in? No, actually I'm feeling empowered and a sense of control because I'm going to ask for there to be some more lights on. And it's made a massive difference because it turns out I'm 41 3/4 and I'm really afraid of the dark. Why? It's so weird, right? I know rationally. I know there's nothing there, nothing's going to eat me, nothing's going to jump out of the dark. All I have to be afraid of is my mind. But our brains are powerful things. So it's been an interesting thing. This is sort of turning from a project where I make music, although that is hopefully a happy byproduct, but it's actually becoming more of a psychological experiment. And I'm also being live streamed pretty much throughout to try and capture what I do in the night, to see if I sleepwalk and to then be able to reflect on that. But I've done not a thing. I think my body's sort of been in this self-protective, like lockdown freak out mode. So we'll see what happens. It's early days. There we are. That was a very long answer to your question. Thank you for your patience. Any other questions at this point? Or shall I play something that I've made? It's funny, this whole play something. I've had this hilarious experience almost every day, but not today. You know, there's like an expectation when you see an instrument that someone's going to play it to entertain you. But it's kind of not really what I'm here for. And I had a heckler on Monday. Yep, I had a heckler. It's never happened before. You kind of don't expect when you play the harp to get heckled. But a lovely lady. Gee, she was so lovely. What a kind, kind lady she was. She came up and I think she was upset about the whole museum. I think it was too much, which I get, you know, it's confronting. It's a lot. But she came up to me and she yelled at me, "Are you going to play a song?" She did. She literally yelled at me, like, "You will perform. Why aren't you performing?" And a lovely gentleman asked me to play Green Sleeves yesterday. He announced to the whole room, and she's going to play Green Sleeves now. And I said, "Well, no, I'm not. Go somewhere else for that. This is not the place." Anyway, you're here for a concert, so I probably should play something. What shall I start with? I'm going to start with a piece that, a piece. I call it a piece. My music is really just mucking around with loops on my loop station and different sonic ideas and just noodling around. But this is a thing that I just started making today, and I really enjoyed it. I was trying to explore the high notes on the harp because I tend not to play them very often. They're really twinkly and high. I really like the low notes. I feel like they're so lush, and that's where I tend to hang out. But I made a point of trying to play the high notes. Anyway, here's my thing. Let's do it. I'm going to call this Waking Up, because that's what it feels like for me. So, yeah, let's do it. I save all my sonic ideas on my loop station, otherwise I'd forget them. So just remind myself what they are. So nice that you're all here. It's a great time to be at the museum on a rainy day, and I believe it is rather wet up there. Am I right? Yes. Oh, thank you. Is that for me? Hey, yes, feed my ego. Yes, thanks very much. Thank you. No, really, thanks. Thanks. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I'm calling that waking up. Like, it just feels like that coming to life. It's a little bit frenetic, I suppose, but I enjoyed that. Be really keen to hear your thoughts if you've got any, wonderings about it or things that it made you think of. All right, the next thing I'm going to play, I've been consciously not playing any covers while I've been here. It's something I do a lot of, usually, in my working life. If I'm playing a gig, wedding, function, whatever, most of the time I play covers. And it kind of makes sense, pretty much any song works on the harp, and I really, really enjoy doing it. It's sort of the thing that led me into writing original music, was, arranging and playing covers. Anyway, I've been consciously not doing it just because it's a safe, comfortable thing for me to do, and while I'm here, I'm all about it not being safe and comfortable, sort of forcing myself to face up to, the challenge of the experience. However, my very dear friend Danielle has a love affair, a long-term love affair with Alanis Morissette, and so this song's for her. You're welcome. I know you're good for it. I want you to know I'm happy for you. I wish nothing but the best for you both. And the version of me, is she perverted like me? Would she go down on you and not dare turn? Does she speak eloquently? And would she have your baby? I'm sure she'd make a really excellent mother. 'Cause the love that you gave me wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. Oh no. Every time you speak her name, does she know how you told me you'd hold me till you died, till you died, but you're still alive. And I'm here to remind you of the mess you shouldn't know. Did you forget about me, Mr. Duplicity? I had to bug you in the middle of dinner. It was a slap in the face, how quickly I was replaced. And are you thinking of me when you? 'Cause the love that you gave, that we made, wasn't able to make enough for you to be alright. Oh no. Oh, and every time you speak her name, does she know how you told me you'd hold me until you died, but you're still alive. And I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross that you gave to me. Cause the joke that you laid in the bed, that was me, and I'm not gonna fade as soon as you close your eyes. No, and every time I scratch my nails down someone else's back, I hope you feel it. Oh, can you feel it? And I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross that you gave to me. I don't know. Oh, geez, it's a bit intense, that song. I just did a cleanish version, because I'm being live streamed. Just an important bit of information there for context. If it weren't for the live stream, I'd probably give you the real deal anyway. Okay, I'm going to play another original song now. This is a song from, it's a song from my album, which I released a couple of years ago, and I'm really proud of having made an album, because I hadn't recorded before. You know, writing original music is something I hadn't been doing for all that long. And you know, when you do something that's new and you have no idea what you're doing and you have to just dive in, and you know that there's knowledge and stuff that you have to know, but you don't know it till you do it. You don't know it till you know it. So yeah, it was a good experience. Yep. Anyway, this song's called Awaken, and I am just playing it. I've been playing it nearly every day in the concert, just because I'm being self-indulgent and I really enjoy it. It makes me feel good. So I'm just going to do it. Gosh, thank you. Thanks so much for being here with me. It's very personal, right? Writing music. There's lots of stories behind that. I know it's not just notes. Well, it sounds like just notes, but for me, it's not just notes. And it's a weird experience making stuff in front of people, like in public here, and also on the live stream. Like, it's kind of challenging to be watched while you're experimenting with things, or maybe exploring something that turns out to not be very good, or whatever. It's pretty vulnerable, but it's also good. Yeah. Anyway, I'd like to now play you something that I wrote last time I was in residence here, doing a more normal residency, like just arriving in the morning and composing and then performing and then leaving at the end of the day, which is different to now. I feel like I've got a lot less like creative output this time because I feel like I'm putting so much energy just into like dealing with being here. Although I've written a few things, I've also been enjoying playing stuff that I've written in the past and just taking time with that. So this song is a song, actually I wrote it sort of not on request, but with the idea of a good friend of mine for her son as a lullaby. And oh yeah, that's really sweet. I was really happy to do it. But it ended up, although it's sort of a lullaby, it ended up being a lullaby for me. As I head into my crazy sleep experience, which is really very much about fear. The things that happen to me in my sleep, the dreams, they're always about fears. And so this was sort of like a way to think about going to sleep, just telling myself that it's actually going to be okay. It can be peaceful and safe. So this is called Go Now. And have a think about your questions. If there's anything you want to ask me after this, we can take questions if you want. You hear me making some noise there, just moving the pedals on the harp. So the way that these big harps, pedal harps, work is you've got pedals that you use with your feet, and they adjust the pitch of the strings. So every string has 3 notes it can be, depending on where the corresponding pedal is, just so you know what's going on there. Forget which buttons are on, just take a sip of wine momentarily. Thank you so much for being here with me this afternoon. Thank you to my beautiful friends for being here. It's just so lovely. If you're interested in following the pathway of what I'm doing, you can watch the live stream. It's actually pretty boring. It's like the ultimate slow entertainment, watching, you know, like a middle-aged woman in ugly pajamas in a bed with the curtains shut. It's pretty out there. But anyway, you just never know, I might sleepwalk. So if you're interested in looking at that, you can follow my YouTube where you'll see the live streams. I'm also just posting lots of little video snippets, kind of like a video journal, on Instagram on my stories under highlights for Room of Dreams. So if you're intrigued by that, then please feel free to follow me. If you've got any thoughts or want to share anything about your dreams or experiences about fear or anything like that, I'd love to hear from you. So send me a message and I can talk with you via message when I'm feeling sad and lonely and frightened here at night on my own. Just imagine being here on your own. Yes, it's as creepy as you imagine. Anyway. Thanks for being here. At 4 o'clock up in the Nolan, thanks guys, there's going to be a performance up there, vibration navigation. It's really pretty amazing. And that is finishing up pretty soon. I think they've just got a couple of weeks left. So yeah, if you're around still at 4, feel free to head up and check that out. And thanks so much for being here, and feel free to come and have a chat if you would like to. Thank you.